Farrell drives one in the air. Deep right field. It's got a chance. Grand slam. Way back it might be. It could be. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Holy cow.
The Dingers podcast is on the air. I'm your host, Mitch. And well, it's snowing in Iowa and Illinois. The Cubs are out in spring training. Pitchers and catchers have reported. I don't know about you, but that instantly gets me excited, gets me jacked, gets me knowing that good things are on their way. The winter sadness that you hits around this time of year, long January, it kind of can get they talk about the dog days of summer. I hit the dog days of winter where it just gets tough. It gets tough to be a teacher. It gets tough just in general. But when pitchers and catchers report, it does something to me. It gets me excited to just even see the videos. I've been following the Setup Man. If you're not, follow him on Twitter, on YouTube. I guess it's X now, but he's posting videos every day, seeing pitchers throw out there. It gets me super excited. But we're here. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of news to talk about as we head into spring training. The Alex Bregman thing is still hanging out there. Maybe it breaks today. I don't know. It'd be a good on my day off. It's a snow day today. That Bregman signs with the Cubs. That would be awesome. But we got a lot to talk about. Who's going to be the leadoff hitter for the Cubs? That's something that I think I would love to talk about. And then we can get into the Justin Turner, Alex Bregman situation. Do they go plan B or we're just waiting on Alex Bregman to make a decision? But yeah, let's talk about the leadoff spot. I was a leadoff hitter growing up, did it in high school, did it in college, liked setting the table for everybody else. And I just remember the years that the Cubs have had good teams, it's been where they've had a solid leadoff to set the table. Dexter Fowler, you go, we go, type of thing. And we haven't had that type of leadoff hitter since Dexter Fowler, where he's kind of set the tone. And when I look at the Cubs lineup, this is saying that we're not adding Bregman into this lineup, and Bregman wouldn't hit leadoff anyway. But let's look at this lineup. Who are our choices? And if you want, go to ontapsportsnetwork.com or on Tap Sportsnet, and they have an article on there about this exact topic of who's the leadoff hitter for the Cubs in 2025. And I say there's three options that we have going into this year. One is Ian Happ. Probably the most safe and logical choice there. He's had over 600. He's had 684 plate appearances at the leadoff spot, with a slash line of 220, 241, 338, and 429, with a 113 WRC plus. Not too bad. Last year he had a career high in home runs, 25, 86 ribbies. The thing that he does, and if I can quote Moneyball, is he gets on base. OPS or OBP last year is 341. The dude knows how to work a walk, and he always works really good at bats. The tough thing with Ian Happ is the beginning of the year, the cold weather affects him. Like, he has not got off to very fast starts over the last couple of years. And that's tough when this season, we need to get off to a good stretch with our offense. Our offense has to show out in the early to be able to score runs, and especially we're going to have to play small ball, and him getting on base could help. He knows how to work walks. He's above average speed. He's a smart base runner. Even if he's not a big threat to steal bases, I think he only had 13 stolen bases in 2024. Gives you that steady presence at the top of the order. I say he makes a strong contender for being a great leadoff hitter. The problem is that when you take Happ and put him in the leadoff spot, it might leave a hole somewhere else in your lineup. And that moves to option number 2, PCA. Now, when we look at PCA and we see his speed is elite. Elite. One of the best, most electric players in the game. His speed and his ability to put pressure on the defense is there isn't another guy in the Cubs lineup that can do the things on the base pass that he can do. Maybe Nico Horner, and we'll get to him a little bit, but PCA just does the things that you want in a leadoff hitter, besides maybe get on base and work walks. 27 stolen bases and just 410 plate appearances last year. His sprint speed ranks among the fastest of the MLB. His second half improvement last year, we saw his WRC plus jump 40 points in the second half. The dude knows how to get on when he does get on base, knows how to steal bases, and he knows how to manufacture runs and put pressure on the defense. His ability to get on base was a big question. He struggled early on, slashing, I think, the first half of 203, 253, and 329 the first half before really picking things up after the All-Star break. His offensive development is a game changer. He does the things at the top of the lineup that could really impact a game, and I would love to see it. Now, he's still developing. He's still learning how to be a major league hitter, and that's where, do you throw him early in the season up there? I could see them kind of play it out and see how he does at the beginning, see how he improves. If he's one that's getting on base, then I see the second half. Why not put PCA up in the top of the order and be a table setter for the rest of this lineup? The dude is I think he could be a huge difference maker given the opportunity to be thrust into the leadoff position and instantly put that pressure on the defense right away. Option number 3 is Nico Horner. Probably the most well-rounded leadoff option. He makes good contact, puts the ball in play, and he rarely strikes out. 10.3 strikeout rate last season, one of the lowest in all of baseball. Excellent bat-to-bat skills, bat-to-ball skills, and he has speed. He's a solid base runner, great instincts. The way he can go from second to home, second to third, or first to third, like he just has elite speed, kind of like PCA. It's just different. The way that PCA takes chances, it kind of reminds you of Javi Baez, kind of reminds you of like a Kenny Lofton, where Nico Horner just doesn't have that ability, but he is a great table setter and he's done it before. So he makes a great option. What Council wants is consistency at the top of the order. That's what I want, is consistency at the top of the order and somebody who's going to get on base and provide the offense with a spark. And could Horner be that? Who knows? Who gets to the job right now? I would probably have to give the edge to Happ at the beginning of the season. His experience, his ability to get on base, hit from both sides of the plate. But PCA, if he can prove that he can be a top-notch guy with his bat, I could see him by midseason getting the nod at leadoff. I would want to see that. If I want for the Cubs to be successful in years in the future, PCA needs to be the leadoff guy. And so I could see that. Now, let's quickly get to the Bregman situation. For weeks, we've been speculating that the Cubs are in on Bregman. There's a contract out there, but no deal in place. We've been waiting for him to sign. We know the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Cubs are all in on him, and we're kind of just playing the waiting game, right? We're playing the waiting game to see where he decides. I've heard that there's a 6-year offer from the Blue Jays. He must not want to go play in Toronto. So it's coming down to the Red Sox and the Cubs. According to Ken Rosenthal and Patrick Mooney of The Athletic, the Cubs have also discussed Justin Turner. Would Justin Turner be a good option B in this situation? Last year, he batted, his last line is 259, 354, 383. Not great. 11 home runs, 55 RBIs, 24 doubles in 139 games. Top 90th percentile in sweet spot and whiff percentage. Oh, he provides a veteran presence, and we do need a guy at first base. But the thing is, Justin Turner, we think Justin Turner as in LA and playing third base. Justin Turner hasn't played third base in the last couple of years. He hasn't played third base hardly at all. And yeah, he'd maybe be able to move back over there, but where he would probably fit is being a backup to and give Bush some time at first base. And so if Bregman signs elsewhere, I could see that being an option, but that's really not filling the hole of third base, where then it would be really Matt Shaw's job just handed to him, which I'm all for. Like if Bregman doesn't sign with the Cubs, I'm all for just giving it to Matt Shaw and letting him run with it and putting extreme confidence into him that we trust that he's going to do the job. And I think that he's going to be an amazing baseball player. He's going to be an elite MLB player in the future. He just might not be right away. So could Turner be that guy? I don't know. I have a little concern with us just trusting that he's going to be able to go back over to third and play a solid third base. But is it a good option B? Yes. Now, I'm totally sick of this waiting game of Bregman. I feel like it's robbed the excitement of going to or pitchers and catchers reporting and spring training starting, because every report is about Bregman. I feel like the players, even like all the questions are asked to the players about Bregman. And dude, Alex, just make a decision. Either choose us or don't. Like, quit leaving us in limbo. I am so sick of the way that free agency has gone, where it's getting pushed back further and further. Like, I like the days when it was done by the winter meetings, and most guys had made their decision. But I get it. I get he hasn't got the offers, and maybe it's because his agent sucks. Get rid of Boris. Why are all these Boris clients like waiting and not getting the contracts they want? Maybe it's that Scott Boris isn't that great of an agent anymore. Like, or teams are sick of dealing with him. So I'm ready for Bregman to sign. I'm ready to make a decision, and I'm still on the train that even if we sign Bregman, we do not have to get rid of Horner. I'm all about having more good players. Let's figure out the financials later, but let's keep all the good players on our team and let's ride. Because if we had Bregman at third, Shaw kind of being the fill-in and wherever, and Horner at second, and there's going to be injuries that are going to happen in the infield. Give Dansby a day off. He was dealing with injuries all last year and hernia. Like, let's use Shaw that way. Get him enough at bats, and let's ride with some just good players on our team. Let's try that. Let's try it out for once, because I'm all about having this offense blow up rather than going through 3 months of just misery watching an offense that sucks. So Bregman, come to Chicago, and let's keep Horner and let's ride. Even though I know we could trade Horner and get pitching, but if that happens, I guess we'll do with it. But yeah, I'm excited for spring training, and we'll be getting into more content as the spring training rolls on, and the other guys will be joining me. Just thought I'd jump on. I have a snow day today, so it'd be a great opportunity to jump on, talk some Cubs, talk some Bregman, and talk some leadoff role for Chicago Cubs. So thanks for listening. That does it for this episode of the Dingers podcast. Make sure you are subscribed on X to Dinger Cubs, and make sure you're checking into On Tap Sportsnet, where they're producing the best Chicago sports content out there. So thanks for listening, and go Cubs.